Hey everyone, welcome to Geek on Board. This is the 5-minute filler where I will take you through this past week's top board gaming stories. Are you ready? Let's start the timer.
The game begins in 3, 2, 1.
Fury of Dracula is back, and it looks like Wizkids will be releasing the 4th edition later this year. Back in October of last year, Wizkids announced a multi-year deal with Games Workshop. In the announcement, Wizkids mentioned the plan to republish the game. Fury of Dracula is a hidden movement game where one player assumes the role of Dracula, running around terrorizing Europe while the other players are hunters, trying to desperately track down and destroy Dracula. The Wizkids edition will include an improved rulebook, larger poker-sized cards, and fully painted miniatures of Dracula and the hunters. The game appeared this week on Amazon for pre-order with a release date of October 10th, 2018. Who says you can't go on vacation and have a choice of 1,000 games to play? Well, check out Gamers Ranch. A couple hours from downtown St. Louis, and boasting a collection of over 1,000 games, escape to this awesome ranch where there is plenty to do besides board gaming. You can enjoy a range of water sports from swimming, kayaking, paddleboarding, and fishing. Hike, bike, or ride around the many forest trails. Indoors, you can shoot some hoops or maybe race around radio-controlled cars. You'll also find TVs, PlayStation Pros, and Google Chromecasts throughout the ranch. How much will this set your family or friends back? Well, it ain't cheap. It's $1,000 a night with a 3-night minimum. Now, $3,000 might seem like a lot of money, but they can accommodate up to groups of 20 people, so the more people you get, the cheaper it will be. This week, Mensa, the High IQ Society, announced their Mensa Mind Games winners. Every year, Mensa members gather to play and evaluate tabletop games that have been submitted. They evaluate games based on concept, gameplay, replayability, components, and instructions. This year's winners were Azul, the colorful tile-laying game from Michael Kiesling; Ex Libre, where players vie for the title of Grand Librarian by assembling the best collection of books in the land; Photosynthesis, the green strategy game of sun, shadows, and trees; Raiders of the North Sea, where players are Viking warriors seeking to impress the chieftain by raiding unsuspecting settlements; and last but not least, Constellations, the game of stargazing and the night sky, a card game where players compete to populate the sky with real constellations. For digital gamers, the city expansion arrived for Splendor. iOS, Android, and Steam users can now purchase the expansion. In cities, players set off to discover the greatest cities in Europe: Lyon, Florence, or Seville. There is now a major difference in the aim of the game, as noble tiles have been replaced by city tiles. The expansion can be had for a few bucks as an in-app purchase for iOS and Android users, and as downloadable content on Steam. Mantic Games launched Hellboy on Kickstarter this week, where it was quickly funded. In less than 24 hours, the campaign exceeded its goal of £100,000 by 672%, becoming Mantic Games' most successful campaign to date. Taken from the comics by Mike Mignola, Hellboy will be a 1 to 4 player game where the BRPD will be out to save the world from Rasputin and a host of monsters. A pledge will cost you £95. That's about $130 US, or if you're in Canada like me, a whopping $170. And that's shipping not included, by the way. Is it worth it? Well, there's a ton of stuff here. Expansions, stretch goals, and approximately 108 miniatures at this point. It has to be seen, so I'll be posting a link below to the Kickstarter page. The campaign runs till May 25th. Staying on the Kickstarter train, Tasty Minstrel Games launched its campaign for the 10th anniversary of Homesteaders, including the expansion New Beginnings. Originally one of the first games published by TMG back in 2009, Homesteaders is an auction and resource management game in which players bid on the opportunity to build certain types of buildings, then spend resource cubes to build one of the several buildings of that type. The buildings provide abilities, income, and points, and in the end, the most successful player with the most points wins. The New Beginnings expansion adds a 5th player, more auction and building tiles, and most importantly, a new event deck. Pledges range from $20 to $75 US for just the expansion or just the base game, with the highest pledge for both the base game and the expansion. The campaign runs till May 11th. Well, that's it, folks, and thanks for joining me for this week in review. There will be links below to all the stories I've covered here, as well as links to Facebook and Instagram, so you can subscribe and keep up with all geek-related board game things. Thanks again, and please like, comment, and subscribe. We'll see you later.